So the other day we were talking about GTA 4 and episodes from Liberty City. So GTA 4 tells the story of Nico. Episodes from Liberty City is like divided into two with the Ballad of Gay Tony and the Lost and Damned. The Ballad of Gay Tony has the main character Louise and he works for Gay Tony. The Lost and Damned has what's this guy's name? Johnny. And Johnny's actually in GTA 5. He's killed by Trevor, I believe. Do you remember that in GTA 5?
To be honest, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like,
It's been a while.
it was kind of disrespectful how they killed this man. Like, so what happens is like Franklin and Michael do that bank job. Do you remember the that diamond one in the beginning of the game?
Oh, when they robbed the jewelry, I said the jewelry store.
Yeah, from that heist, Trevor finds out that Michael's still alive because he remembers his catchphrase that he used to say when he robbed banks, or it could have been like a quote from one of his favorite movies, one of the two of those.
Right. So that's how he found out he was alive, basically.
Yeah, and that's like what introduced Trevor into the story.
Got you.
But besides that, I thought what they did with episodes from Liberty City and GTA 4 was pretty cool because like it showed that story of like what Nico was going through and what these characters at the same time were going through, and it like brings them all together in certain events,
Right.
which is pretty cool. So what I was thinking of was like maybe they can do something similar with GTA 5 and create like an episodes from Los Santos. Yeah.
For like DLC, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So I thought we talk about like some characters we'd have in mind for that. So the first one we have, I love it when that doesn't work. Alright,
what?
like I pressed down on the D-pad and did not bring it down to the next one at all.
Oh, so you have to click on it.
Yeah. Alright, so we got Packy here, who's from
The struggle is
GT.
real with these budget PCs.
We got Packy from GTA 4. Do you remember him at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Packy's in GTA 4 and he's also like brought into GTA 5. I believe you rescue him from the cops and then you can use him in the heist.
In
Do
the
you?
heist.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I figured like people would care about Packy because he was in GTA 4, and I also believe like it would be cool to play as him. What do you think?
Yeah, as a single character. Like I said, I feel like, if they bring new things like that into the game and bring people back, you know, into wanting to play GTA 5 again, I feel like it'll give it a different, like a different vibe, I say.
Yes, and I believe like Packy's pretty smart. Like we've seen him in multiple heists already. We saw him in the bank heist in GTA 4, and we've seen
Right,
him in heist in this game. So I feel like he's smart enough to pull off a heist.
right. And it'll be like a good addition.
One thing I didn't mention to you before was like in The Lost and Damned and Ballad of Gay Tony, they both had their unique weapons. So like
So they had
Lost,
like a specific gun that they use, basically.
yeah, like I feel like Lost and Damned had weapons, oh, and vehicles also that were centered around like biker gangs. So Lost and Damned was like focused more around motorcycles,
Got you.
and the Ballad of Gay Tony like it brought in new things like the parachute into Liberty City, the buzzard, I believe. I don't think it was in there before.
Right.
And one that was memorable for me was the P90 because that wasn't in GTA 4 from what I remember.
And they bring that gun in.
So it'd be cool to see like Packy with some unique cars and vehicles.
Would you like to see like you know how they have powers, you could say? Like Franklin
Oh,
has the slow motion,
yeah.
when he's driving, Trevor had the raging one. I forgot what Michael's was, but
Mm, that's actually a good point. I don't know. what I would assign Packy to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe like if they had like a or like a special weapon, like you said, or that they could use or something like that.
Yeah,
It'd be cool.
I believe Packy he he did something with explosives in GTA 4. So I don't know if it's maybe if it's related to that.
Yeah.
Should we move on now?
Yeah.
All right, so Brucey, do you remember this dude from GTA 4?
Been a while to be honest.
Brucey, like for those who don't know, like I guess he's. Do we want to call this dude a gym rat? Like this dude has.
My man said a gym rat. I guess, yeah, you can say
I
that.
believe on GTA Online he sells testosterone bull shark.
For real?
Yeah, I forgot like what that actually does,
Oh,
but
no.
that's like some benefit in GTA Online. So he is a character
Yeah.
already in this game. Do you think Brucey could pull off a heist?
I don't know. He gotta be using that testosterone to break some walls down or something.
Oh, there goes his special ability already. We got that
Oh,
solved.
yeah. Just pop like 3 pills of that testosterone stuff is a wrap.
Yeah. Oh, they turned this man into a one punch man.
Yeah, like the Hulk or something.
Yeah.
My boy out here doing the Hulk smash.
Brucey probably has some vehicle that I can't remember from GTA 4. I'm not sure. Maybe it was like the Constant Getty.
Yeah, like a old school car or whatever.
Yeah. Do you remember seeing him in the story at all for GTA 5? I can't recall at all.
I don't think so, to be honest.
Mm. Still be cool to see him though.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like there's like this moment in GTA 4 where like this dude has nunchucks. So
For real, and he's like swinging them joints around.
yeah, you can probably look it up, but I do believe that. So if they
That's
brought that
crazy.
into the game, that'd be cool. That could be like unique to this dude.
Yeah, and I don't even think that's in the game neither, right?
Yeah, so that would be something new.
Because all they have is like brass knuckles,
Yeah.
from what I believe. So it'd be cool if they put like more hand stuff. Because I think they have that in the machete or something like that, right?
Yeah. Another thing I thought about is like I feel like I vaguely remember him with like those throwing stars.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
All right, should we move on again?
Yeah.
All right. So Lamar, Franklin's friend. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like we've seen some of him already, so it'll be cool if we be able to see like more of his backstory or whatever with him and Franklin.
Yeah, the first mission in GTA 5 is like with both of these dudes stealing the car.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I was thinking like maybe they start off the story with Lamar like him as a young adult and like explaining the friendship between him and Franklin. They
Right.
could do that.
And how like their gang stuff came about.
Yeah. One thing I was thinking is like, yo, this man doesn't seem smart enough to pull off a heist
I mean,
at
if he
all.
stole a car and got away from the cops, but then again, a bank heist, that's a whole different level.
Yeah, they never thought like in this whole GTA 5 story to like include this man in the heist either. If you think about it,
Right, that is true. It'd be cool if they did.
they do include him in that final mission. I was playing it recently. The three-way mission where you're trying to like kill everyone. I believe like to save everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he pops out in there.
he's like the lookout.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So he's like overlooking the operation, basically.
He's waiting for the people to come, and then he tells Franklin that they're there. I believe that's what I mean
Oh,
by
for them to
lookout.
start coming. I got you.
Yeah. One thing I wrote was like this would be an opportunity for humor because this man like says some really dumb stuff in the in the game. I'm gonna include
Yeah.
a clip where he's like gangbanging is positive, and I thought that was hilarious when I saw it.
For what?
Disloyalty, boy.
Disloyalty? What is you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know what it is, homeboy. Yo, you ain't been to the set, ain't came to none of the meetings.
Hanging out with old men, ignoring your homies, acting all superior. Your mama would turn over in her grave, boy.
So you giving me a lecture about not being a good enough gangbanger?
Gangs is positive. That's all we got, my nigga. That's our heritage.
Ain't nothing positive about your crazy ass. Man, where Tanisha at?
She got more sense than to hang out with your sorry ass. You know you always been like this, boy. I say left, you say right. I say become a doctor. You say become a patient. I say, who is that?
It was like that's gold.
Yeah,
Oh, let me go to the next slide. But you were talking recently about it, like explain more about the gang stuff. So on this GTA fandom website, it was kind of explaining how the thing that Franklin and Lamar are part of is like a set that's a part of this like Chamberlain families gang. So it's like a smaller set part of it. So
okay.
it could like explain the story of that as well. Do you remember like those gang warfares in San Andreas at all?
Like when you used to like when they had the battle when he was on the bike and stuff like that.
I don't know, bike.
Do you remember? I remember one of the missions that he was like on a bike and you had to ride through the city, but he was like fighting the other gang members.
Oh, I think that's like the first mission from what I remember.
I think it's the first mission, yeah.
But
So something like that.
in San Andreas, from what I remember, is like you're fighting for like territories.
Right.
So I was thinking like possibly that. And you remember in San Andreas when you could enlist followers?
Oh yeah, but was it that like a cheat code or something?
Yeah, you could do that as a Chico, but like if you earned a certain respect, then you grew the followers you could have with you.
So like add them into your gang, sort of
Yeah.
say.
So maybe they include that. I thought
Yeah,
like
that would be cool.
I thought they could include like drug deal missions because there was this one mission where Trevor, Franklin, and Lamar go to do this drug deal, and it goes bad, I believe. So they have to like shoot their way out of it to escape.
Right.
Mm. Oh, and I also noted you can call Franklin and possibly Trevor for backup because they become cool.
Right at the end of the game or whatever.
Yeah, depending on like where they decide to set up the story.
Yeah.
And I also wrote you could possibly control Franklin when you call him for backup. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it'll probably be like how those Lego games that you could switch them.
Oh, that's a neat idea there.
Like you switch from one
Yeah.
character to the other, and since they have special abilities, one could do something but the other one can't.
Yeah. You wanna put it in true Legos fashion? You allow like a second player in there.
Yeah, that way you're not running, away alone, or when you gain that following that you end up picking up, you'll be able to control them. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know if you remember this, but San Andreas was kind of like that. You could play as two players. Do you
As
remember?
in, I think so. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
They'll be running around with each other and stuff like that.
But it's like you couldn't like leave the other player. You had to like stay together.
Yeah, you had to walk behind them because it wasn't a split screen. It was just everything on the same thing.
Yeah. Should we move on?
Yeah,
All right. So Ron, he's friends with Trevor. I feel like he's like his assistant to be honest. What do you
yeah.
think?
I think he's something like that because wasn't he like protecting the house, something like that, and then whatever he had in there. So I mean, it would be cool to see, like how he came about with Trevor and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was thinking like because these dudes are in Los Santos together before Trevor finds out that Michael is alive, so they could tell the story of what happens then, like after Michael supposedly dies and when they find out that he's alive. That whole
Yeah,
yeah.
like their story of how they survived basically while he was gone.
Even how they met, because we don't even know that. I feel like.
I mean, that is true. Because we really don't know much about, him.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Oh no, let's not move on. One thing I thought about was like maybe adding special vehicles and weapons for this dude. I thought like I was thinking like hunting stuff, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, he did have that, like, that Jeep, right? The rusty Jeep or whatever.
I don't know. I thought that was Trevor's vehicle.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was Trevor.
Oh,
So if they did something like that, for him or,
yeah, yeah. That would
yeah.
be a good idea. All right, now I guess we move on. All right, Michael's son, Jimmy. What do you think about this man?
Want to be gangster. Nah, let me chill.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm dead. But, yeah, I guess it would be cool to see him because, you really don't see that much of him except from the stuff that he was doing of what Michael, like from what you saw from Michael's, person point of view. So, I mean, it'll be cool if you see what he does or you could use him in the game.
One question I have for you: would you hire this man as a heist crew member?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be able to survive, bro.
I wouldn't trust this man with anything.
Yeah. He
Like
probably rob you, bro. Nah, let me chill.
I wouldn't trust him like to sit in the car by himself. I wouldn't trust him to hold a gun.
Yeah. He'll probably drive off with the car before you even get the stuff.
I believe this man gets kidnapped at one point. Like there's this mission where you're like driving.
Oh, I think he did, to be honest. And then he go, and then Michael had to go save him or something like that.
Yeah. Does he jump from the boat? Like believe it's like on that highway, and I feel like he jumps from the boat.
I think it's something like that. It's either he jumps for the boat or they're on the water at some point. Or to be honest, I would have to refresh myself on that because,
Yeah, I'll try to like look through the game to see if what exactly happened.
yeah.
Mm,
But I know it was something like that.
I,
You had to chase the thing down on the trailer and stuff like that.
yeah, I don't know. I do feel like it would just be a good opportunity for humor again with this guy. I don't think he can
Yeah.
really do much.
But then again, I feel like a lot of people will have fun, using him as a character.
Yeah,
If they make it the right way.
yeah, I think that's true.
Or like stuff that he says, make it funny.
Yeah. Mm. Is there anything else that we can do with this man? Like I don't.
To be honest, I'm not. Unless he's, walking around with that bong or something. rather,
Yeah. One
rather
thing
than that.
One thing I thought about is like, yo, what if this man like tries to join a gang and they can like they
Like
can
train him or something.
they can make fun of that. Like this man unsuccessfully tries to join like Franklin's gang.
Yeah, that would be kind of crazy.
He just like shows up wearing their
Or their gear, the green
yeah
green jersey, stuff like that, green clothes.
yeah. Oh, that could work. And then like Lamar talks to him about it.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or like him, initiating stuff like that.
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty good. Do you think we can close out now?
Yeah, I think we're good.
By the way, he's Ouija. I'm Master. We'll see you guys later.
Later.